27 years ago, I was 5 years old after the destruction of Somali regime. We fled to the rural area. Me and my mother, my father, my sisters, and my brothers. We were in a village. And on the day, the women and children and the aged people, we went to the forest because I was very young. I was with my mom. My grandmother died. There is a hole which is called the grave. And now, my grandmother was with us and we kind of dig a hole because the women and children and the aged people can't dig a hole or a grave. Yeah. And nobody is able to go back to the village and tell the teenagers and the strong men. When we came back to the village, it took us a long time because the village and the forest is not near. They are very far. After that, I remembered that my dog is a wise dog. I had a dog at that time. It was my best friend. And I said to my mom, why can't you tell this matter to the dog? Because the dog was called Rainbow. Why didn't you tell this matter to Rainbow? I said to my mom. She turned around and looked at me sadly. And she said to me, can he talk, my son? When I saw my mother's face sad, I couldn't talk and I didn't say any word again. After a lot of talk, they negotiated. They didn't get any solution except my idea. My mother called to the dog and she said, Rainbow. She came near her. She said, Rainbow, Mom is dead. And we can't dig a hole, the graveyard. And the teenagers and the strong men are in the village. We can't go back to the village. It takes us a long time. Can you go to the village? And she didn't finish this. He immediately ran to the village faster and faster as he could. After a long time, he reached the village. How will he talk to the teenagers and the strong men in the village? He stood on the hole which was in the food. He tries to dig the hole and cries. He tries to dig the hole and cries. All the men stood up and they recognized that Mom is dead. They dug the hole and put some food from the hole and started a trip to the forest. And the dog was leading them. They reached the place and they solved the problem.